How are you feeling? How's the health?
Health is, I feel like it's back to 100 now. Went through drills today and didn't have any pain at all. It's just, I guess, the mindset of trusting it again. And that's what I just have to build my confidence. You see me out here with just an ankle brace and no knee brace, so I'm just trying to build the confidence back in my knee so I know that everything will be okay during the game once I put the brace back on.
You got out and practiced a little bit last week. Were you lobbying the coaches to try to get on the field in Fort Worth?
Yeah, I was really pushing it last week on trying to get back and play, but I knew in the back of my mind last week I wasn't ready, but I really didn't want to hear it at that time. But I'm glad the coaches kept me out another week so I could actually heal up better.
You're obviously the new guy around here as far as running backs, and you've been in your playbook since you got here and working with the coaches, but how much could you learn standing on the sidelines the last couple of weeks watching Prescott Line and Casey Limchey?
I know one thing I learned for sure is that every game is gonna have something different in it. You know, every play has its own individual stamp on it. So I just learned that from watching it. But I think there's nothing like game experience and getting mental reps in the game. And I mean, still have a lot of growing to do, and I just have to take it game by game.
How frustrating is that to be standing on the sideline watching while the other guys go to war without you?
Yeah, it's real frustrating. I mean, I just got to the point where I was like, man, why did this happen to me? You know, I've been through this already, and it's coming back around to get me again. But you know, it's all in God's plan, and everything works out for the best. So you know, I just have to stay prayed up and just do what I can.
What was it, you know, and as a guy who was so excited to come into this season, you get 2 quarters.
Yeah.
And does that just really hurt you the most? Just kind of like, I'm right there and can't do it.
Yeah, it's that and a sense of pride. You know, I just wanted to prove so many people that kind of doubted that, you know, small town players can't play in Division I. You know, I just wanted to take that out. I know me and Malcolm, we talk all the time about that, and that's what both of our mindsets are. And for when I got hurt against Tech, I really wanted to play against Malcolm and A&M. But once I got hurt against Tech, then, you know, I just had to take it for what it was and just work to get back.
How keyed up are you after all that sitting? How keyed up are you for this game?
Oh man, I'm so ready for Saturday. It's just I haven't hit anybody in about four almost 5 weeks, and I got a lot of frustration built up in me, and I just can't wait for Saturday so I can let it all out.
Do you get in better shape as you're rehabbing, or does that limit what you can do?
It kind of limits to what you can do, and as you can see, when we were just running, it was kind of a struggle. But you know, I just have to take it day by day, work my way back into shape, and come game time, just know when I'm tired, and just tap out. You know, can't stay in there when you're tired. That's when injuries happen. So just be smart about it.
How much have you seen of Rutgers, and what do you know about their defense?
I watched a couple of their games so far. And I mean, since I wasn't playing, I just went in the film room and watched a couple of games, and they're a pretty good team. You know, they beat an SEC team, Arkansas. I mean, at Fresno State, they lost by 1 point. I mean, they had an opportunity to win. So, I mean, they're actually a real good team. And I know we have to bring our A game on all aspects of the game if we want to overcome. And I mean, that's what we got to come out here and work to do all this week.
You mentioned the Fresno State game. They gave up 53 points, I think, in that game. Granted, it went to overtime, but still, 53 points. And since then, they've been giving up an average of like 11.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Did you see any significant adjustments between what they did in the opener against Fresno and the 3 games since then?
Well, you know, that first game, you know, you're not sure what to expect from teams, and you know, you're just trying to see what works and see what doesn't work that first game. And you know, I think it's just one of those. It was just one of those games, them just testing out this and testing this out. And I mean, every first game is going to have some busts, and you can tell. I mean, every team is going to have them every game, but that first game is really what's going to set the season for your team. And they had a couple of busts, but after that, the next couple of games, it looked like they slimmed the defensive calls down and got really to the fundamentals of the hand placements and I guess techniques, and once they got that down packed, I mean, they just seemed like they just took off.
So as far as your future this weekend, are you definitely back in, or is this still a decision that's got to be made by the coaches and the medical staff?
Yes, sir. That's what Mike Morton, he was hawking me all practice. and he was saying if I came out limping, then it was probably going to be a no-go. But I just pushed through practice, and I got the clear today, so I'll be ready to go Saturday.